Hey, welcome to Graphic Policy Television, GPTV. I'm Brett. In my hands is God of Tremors, an oversized one-shot from AfterShock. You can see, compare it to another AfterShock release, it is oversized. It is much bigger than normal, which is nice. You can call it prestige, oversized, whatever you want. I like it. It reminds me more of like the booklets you get when you go to like the circus or something like that. Written by Peter Milligan, Piotr Kowalski is the artist, Brad Simpson is the color, Simon Bowland is the letter. This is an interesting story. It's a very interesting comic. So it's described as 19th century Gothic horror. I don't know if I would it's definitely horror. I don't know if I would say Gothic horror, but there's a little bit like, a vibe of like The Raven or something like that to it. And it's about this boy who winds up having seizures and epilepsy. His father's a priest and thinks he's full of the devil. The mother is much more grounded and intelligent. And, there's a little bit of a battle as to what to do with this kid. And then the kid finds a statue in the woods of the god of Tremors. So the question is this God causing these tremors? Is this God able to remove it? Is it just all in his head? Like, what's up? Is this possession? Is it exorcism? Is it just epilepsy? It's an interesting graphic novel, or not really graphic novel, comic. And I kind of got to the end of it. There's definitely like a little bit of a Twilight Zone-ish end to it, which I'm intrigued by. And overall, it's like, it definitely has like an Edgar Allan Poe vibe to it. For as little Poe as I read, that's kind of what comes out and sticks in my mind. It's not necessarily a bad thing. I mean, guy's, classic poet. But that's kind of the vibe I got from it, and it's good. It's very different, and I think the thing that was interesting to me is exactly where it was all going. It's much more of a psychological horror. It's much more of like, warning that there's a lot of abuse in it. So, if that's something that triggers you or you have issues reading about, like, definitely avoid it. It's really just this, like, family dynamic and this abuse and this boy trying to escape and find an answer and a cure to his issue that isn't some religious fervor. I think there's something interesting in it, too, it being released now of so many people in denial about science. There's something to the comic that I think fits really, really well with today's zeitgeist, and it captures it in some ways. Like, I think that to me stuck out a few times, because there's some statements that are just like outright anti-science. So I mean, to me, I thought that was really interesting and intriguing part of the comic. The art is great. I mean, that was not in doubt at all. Piotr Kowalski is a solid artist. Kind of show it off. It really just, I'm not good with time periods and all that. Like, I can't tell you how accurate it is or any of that. But the comic as a whole feels very of the time. Like, it feels like an old-timey, 19th century story. So in that ways, I think it works really, really well. Whether or not that's right, I have no idea. But to me, it brought me into that world. I think was probably the best way of really thinking about it. Overall, really solid comic. I think it's really interesting. If you like, I would say that Poe, that Edgar Allan Poe-ish vibe, you'll probably dig the comic. It's definitely something very different, and I'd love to see AfterShock doing more of these oversized one-shots. So, out now in comic shops, you can go get it. We got a link beneath this video. Put in your zip code, tell if a shop's near you. No shop, no problem. We have some affiliate links. There are affiliate links, so we get a small percentage by doing that. You help support my site, so thank you. I want to thank AfterShock for hooking us up with the review copy, and of course, thank you all for watching. If you're into comics, if you're into AfterShock, check us out every single day at graphicpolicy.com. We're on Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, Tumblr, all at Graphic Policy, keeping it nice and consistent. Until next time, keep reading those comics, and keep it geeky. Hey, Hey, thanks for watching the previous video from Graphic Policy Television. Just by watching, you help support our site. Thank you so much. Now, if you're watching these videos, you probably care about geeky things like movies, television, comic books, toys, games, video games, you name it. You can go and subscribe right now to our YouTube channel to stay in touch and catch all the new videos, or check out our website at graphicpolicy.com. There's a nice link on this end of the video. But as always, thank you for watching. Keep on rocking and keep it geeky.